Okay, so it's officially welding day. So what we're going to get done today, or try and get done, is I want to weld this up. This is where I kind of cut some relief cuts and flatten that out for where it interacts with the rocker panel in the side part. It's flat. That bead gets flattened out as it goes into the rocker panel. So I'll weld that up, and then you can see the toe board is ready to be welded in. So I'll get a little bit of final alignment on there and start tack welding that in. I first also have to prep around the perimeter there on both sides. I've already done the back, so we'll do that, and I will bring you back. Oh, something that's nice is I used the old back seat cushion. I've already recovered the seats, and this is the old back seat cushion. It actually works real well to lay it down in there, and you can lay on it as you're working up in the footwells there. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to get up in there. Okay, so this is the front floor pan. Remember I had the two relief cuts in there. I welded them up and then ground them down. I'm getting better. A couple little pinholes that I'm not going to worry about right now. This is the back side. And again, this will not be seen, so I don't think I'm going to worry about putting fiberglass on it. I'm going to put some weld-through primer on it, because all this is going, the toe board goes underneath there. Covers all that up, so I'm going to prime it and then leave it alone. Okay, so here's where we ended up. You got the perimeter all welded in, all the way down here, and even this edge right here is welded from the back side. You can see the welds don't look too bad. I got some really good streaks going in there, but then I was having trouble with blow through initially when I tacked it in place. I think the welder was just a little hot, so I had to dial it back, and it blew a couple holes, so you can see like right in there, and then where the fat parts, that's where it ended up blowing through when I was trying to tack it. And then of course this is really ugly in the corner here. I was trying to use the secret that Ace Garrett kind of showed off. So it was using some TIG wire, and I think I got it. It's just ugly right now. I think it'll grind okay, but we'll see. So I'm getting better at welding, I guess. I don't know. If you guys got some suggestions about how to do this better, let me know. I'm pretty happy with it. It wasn't real bad. You can see a little bit of a mismatched edge there in the corner. I'll take care of that with some seam sealer, and then on the bottom there's a spot weld on the bottom of here that I've got in place. I need to make one more, and then I'll need to figure out what to do with that spot weld. That isn't quite, it's not quite close. Right clamp. I've got to figure out a way to get that closer before I can weld it. All these spot welds are in. Give me 1 second and I will show you the back side as well. Okay, so here we are underneath the car. I apologize for the shoddy camera work. I'm on my back on a creeper. You can see the back side. I had to weld this little edge at the end. Where is it? There it is. Right in there from the back side, because that seam is back here. And it will be hidden, so I don't want to have to grind it down from the front. But you can see the weld's not too bad. Not great, but not terrible. I think it'll grind down pretty good. So, two little ridges pointing in and going underneath the little piece of the torque box there. And then this is the side out here, and that spot weld. And then I'll put another one, and then I'll fix that little wedge that's missing there. That came from when I cut it out. yeah, so I'm actually kind of happy with it. It's not great, but it's not horrible, I don't think. Alright, that's where we're going to end up for today. Okay guys, here we are after a couple hours of grinding, both good and bad results. You can see there, that's where I had the bad corner. And as I ground it down, I found some blowouts and stuff where it didn't get really welded well, so I'll have to go back and fix that. This area looks pretty good. It's all ground down and it shouldn't be an issue. You shouldn't even be able to see that area right in there. And the interface is all good from this side. Of course, there's our bad spot. Where the little ribs come together looks pretty good, and I think it'll maybe with a little bit more grinding would go right out. This area right in the middle here looks really good, nice and flat, blended, and I don't know that you'll even be able to notice, those little this stuff right in here. I think will go a bit covered up. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to try and grind that out. It's pretty dang smooth and will be pretty non-noticeable. This stuff over here is actually pretty good in there. And again, I think it'll be hidden pretty well. And we kind of get back to some bad stuff, and I'm not really sure what happened over here. This whole area in here kind of sunk. I'm wondering if I didn't get enough gap on that, and as the metal kind of came together, as it squeezed, it sunk a little bit, because you can see I've smoothed it all and I'm just getting the tops of these welds, so this weld is lower than the rest of the surrounding metal. Could grind it down more, but I think I'm going to leave it. I don't want to get back in there and grind all the way through that stuff and create more pinholes and just more work for myself. So I think I'll just smooth that over. You can't see this area from the bottom because that's covered up by the torque box. And you can also see all the little plug welds that I did are all smoothed out. Those turned out real good. Overall, it's really good. I've just got some finish up work to do over in that corner. Alright, so that's where we are right now. I'm probably going to do re-weld that area in there, clean it up, and clean up the pinholes. Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing next. Okay, so here's the other thing that I've been working on is getting these slots cut for the drain plugs. Let's see the dimensions I got: 3.95 apart, center to center, 3/16 wide, so you can use a real nice 3/16 drill bit, and then they're 1 inch wide. So I've gotten this one cut, and then I'll go back in and cut the one in the rear floor pan to match it. Okay, so here's where we are. I've gotten all this ground down and smoothed out. You can see a little bit of issues over there. I think I talked about that already. That'll all fill in. It is smooth, but it dipped just a bit. I think the short strand fiberglass will cover all that up. You can see a couple small pinholes that I've circled that I want to go and clean up. I've also sanded the backside with the belt sander, smoothed all that down. I came back to the top, and that's those little, I guess, 5 holes that it popped up again, so I'll deal with those. But if you can see, I can fill all this in. All that's good. Everything's pretty smooth, and I think with just a light coating of the short strand, I think everything will nice and good. Overall, it turned out very well. Getting better at welding. I think somebody, please, if you guys have better information for me. I think it really depends on your gaps. If you set your gaps really well, and I think back on this panel when I'm about ready to start tack welding that in. We'll do that tonight, but I think I set the gaps really well on this one. This one, of course, in the corner, it was not set very well, and I think that affected this whole seam on this side. It's really hard to set good seams in those ditches there, and then it's also difficult to grind in there without breaking through. This over here, I think it was set too tightly, and it kind of pulled together, and as it pulled together, it sunk a little bit. I think that's what happens. So, you guys tell me what kind of gaps you set. I would love to hear how to improve that, because I've seen a lot of guys who weld who don't have to do the short strand, and like stuff in there, it's really nice and smooth, and really you should be able to just put paint over it without any kind of filler. That's the point I want to get to. Alright, so I want to show you the bottom, so let's do that. Okay, so here's the bottom. Focusing. Sorry, I'm laying on my back on a creeper. So there's the underside edge. Let me see, I kind of tried to create that little trough there that folds down. Make sure that it was there. So all that's smoothed out. You can see kind of the rough area right there. And then as you come around, it got really nice crack in here. There we go. And there. I think it actually looks really well. You won't hardly even be able to tell. And then of course, here, smooth that little area out, and then the plug well. And I still have to do that little section up in there. Put that in and close it out and make sure it ties into the other piece. So yeah, I think it actually turned out pretty good.